Hi, friends. Okay, good. My dogs just left. Otherwise, you guys were gonna hear heavy panting in the background because they're running around outside. All right. Hi. Let's see. Does that look? Yeah, that looks good. I might have to close my blinds, but we'll see how it goes. Hi, frogs. Hello, Dr. Miss Raven. I finally made it to a live. LOL. Hope we can vend at the same con one day. Hi. Let's see. Sangus Deviant Art. Is that how you say it? Sangus? Sangus? San? Thanks for coming. Yeah, that would be awesome. I love vending at events with people I know because if it's a slow event, I love going around and talking to everyone and visiting. Because, I mean, if you guys ever want opinions on conventions, I do, shoot me a message. I'll let you know. I usually am really honest in my videos anyways, but I do kind of, say, if it's a real, terrible show, I'm, of course, not gonna, badmouth it unless it really was awful, because I don't want to, burn bridges. But close enough. Saying geese? Yes. Sanguees. Sangus. Sanguis. I'm gonna keep saying it multiple ways, and then you're gonna be like, yes, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't know which one it was. But thanks for coming. All right, do we think this tea that I bought, I don't know if you guys were here that one time that I was like, I do not like this tea, but I have one left. I got a 4-pack and I've had this for over 3 months now. It's the Joyba bubble tea. I got it at Walmart and it's not awful, but I will not buy it again. But I still need to drink this last one. And it doesn't say anywhere that it has caffeine, but also the expiration date says August of next year. So we're good. Shake it. Yes, I'm gonna shake it really good. Shake. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about caffeine, but it has 28 grams of sugar. So, yeah. I don't recommend these. I think, was it Frogs? Was I talking to you about, you're like, I know exactly what kind you're talking about. I'm trying to cut back on my coffee. But this doesn't have caffeine, so also, what's the point of drinking this? It's just sugar. Other than this is the fun part. Daisy! She stepped on my presser foot. You almost messed up the pop. I'll bring it close to the mic. That was anticlimactic.
The robots have gotten pretty good at what they do,
Oh,
but they can't give an item a human touch. On Etsy, you can find something handmade.
Oh my gosh, guys. What about the drama with the donkey sticker brand? What about that? Have you guys seen that? Them giving their just straight out political opinion. I'm not a political person. I do not like to mix political yes, Frogs, that one. I don't that's not, I'm here to give you guys sewing. I'm here to give you artist vlogs and but I didn't even read that whole email and I was already scrolling down to unsubscribe. I don't really associate with them anyways before they did this because I knew that they gave money to that side of the party, but besides the point, I would only buy if they have the deal going on because I'm gonna be I'm just gonna steal money from you guys because I don't want to give you guys money. And I know that you can't be making a lot off of this deal because it's decent deal. But yeah, no, I had 3 emails assigned to them or subscribed to them, unsubscribed all of them, unfollowed them on social media. I think I caught everything. Bethany also mentioned that she went in to her accounts and changed her address and changed her email, changed her password, so there's no way she's getting back in there, and there's no way if they decide to send something in the mail, they are gonna send it to some random place in like California. Like, I was like, that's smart. I'm not political either, but they're overall an awful company. Yeah. I don't use Sticker Mule. Yep, nope. I don't think I was reading their comments on Instagram because they posted the exact same thing that they posted in the email, and there was like 13,000 comments, and all of them were like not doing business with you anymore. Like, basically, like, they were all making good points. Like, I see what they were trying to say, but also I come to you for stickers, not your opinions. Like, you took it way too far, dude. I thankfully never use them and make my stickers at home, but I've heard nothing but bad things about the owner. Yeah. I use spooky stickers for my stickers. I want to use spooky stickers because that's wow, why did I forget Lay Spirit? But I know her name, Ashley. I would like to use it sometime, but yeah, like, I'm like Dr. Miss Raven and you guys that make yours at home. There's a hair on my screen. So I mostly make them at home, but if I do a really big, if I do a reorder and I have a lot of stickers that I need, I use like Sticker App. And I've used Jukebox Stickers, which is a Canadian company. I've used them for sticker sheets. And also Artist Amigo, they're located in Washington State. So if you're more on the West Coast, check them out. They do really good, and they're very good about like quick turnaround. They're good friends of mine, but since I'm all the way over here in Kentucky and they're in Washington, I usually have to wait to order a really big amount from them. I need to get rid of my stickers. Stickers just aren't for me. Lay Spirit, yes, Spooky Stickers is really good quality. I watch her vlogs all the time, and I know she puts in a lot of work for them too. Like, she laminates them herself. I think she started getting them printed somewhere else, right? But then she cuts them herself, like, on the machines, and I just think that that's awesome that she, like, I don't know how she balances all that. Spooky does everything stickers. Yeah, I love the little sticker sheets too. I even hand cut them too. I can't afford a sticker cutter. I feel you, Miss Raven. I hand cut mine because my Cricut is like the very first Cricut. It's the very first Cricut out there. I think it's the Cricut Explorer, and I just don't put up with it anymore. It caused me too much trouble than it's worth. So yeah, I have a Amazon thermal laminator, and I get the thermal laminator like sleeves, and I cut them in half, lay it on top, and like flatten it out so that the static makes it stay. Run it through my laminator, and then I hand cut them out while I'm like playing games or something. But I really thought about weaning out, if that's what you want to call it, my stickers, but then lately, I think now that I have more variety to choose from, they've been doing really good. So I'm like, well, it is kind of taking up a lot of room on my table, but if I fill my sticker stand to the max, it's not really taking up as much space. Like, I have, you know, if I use that space, it kind of does what it's worth. You know, it pays for its spot. It pays its rent on my table. It's gonna be an ad kind of day. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, you're a real trooper for hand cutting. Yeah, us hand cutters. She gets them printed from a local store, I think, and she cuts and laminates. Yeah. Happy Amazon Prime Day. Yeah. If you guys find any good deals, let me know. Oh, never mind. It was me. Was my mic cutting out? Let me know. Because I did just start charging this morning. So I don't know how good or how long they'll last. So please just throw a mic. Throw a mic in the chat if it's messing up. Also, I still have that vote going on if you guys watch Disney, Nickelodeon, or Cartoon Network. I'll let it go for a little longer, and then I'll just get rid of it. Today, I'm just going to be working on random stuff, okay? I have no plan. Right now, we're doing squeakoids, and I'm, like, also going to be running the embroidery machine for squeakoid faces. So, it's kind of just going to be all over the place. I'm leaving for California Thursday, early Thursday morning. And get back on Monday, and then I have like a week and a half, maybe almost 2 weeks before Otakon. So this week before I leave for California is just making a lot of things that I can do while I'm like playing games, or if we like have to drive somewhere. So things like stuffing, cutting, different things like that. Daisy, what have you brought into this house? Is this corn or is this grass? I don't know. We had corn last night on the grill, and I don't know if that's corn husks or if that's grass from outside. Cool. I'm finished. I finished prepping for my market this weekend. It's this weekend. I'm so excited. Do you feel, so you said you finished, so you feel good about everything you've done? Sound has been good so far for me. Perfect, thank you. Amazon basic grid cubes are on sale. Ooh, that's a good thing. It's a good thing to point out. I might throw that up on my Instagram to let other people know. I found a really good deal on basketball shorts last Amazon Prime. It was like $10, I think, for like 2 pairs. Or it might have been $20 for 2 pairs. So then it was like $10 a piece. I think the main things we are looking at is maybe another camera. We got a camera for our house for our dogs because we just put in a doggy door, and it is like a godsend. But then because we've been gone lately, we put in a camera so that we can see them. So we kind of want to get one to go outside. Yes, I feel good. That's always good. I don't know if I've ever been to a convention where I feel like I've like accomplished enough. Maybe MegaCon last year, but I still would have loved to made more, even though knowing now that I had plenty, like I didn't sell out really. I'm looking at paper bags with handles, which are on sale too. Ooh, okay. I like that idea to like, when you sell something for your customers. Woo! Dang it. Joey has this ongoing thing and makes fun of me that he's never seen someone drink drinks with a straw like me, where I turn it like sideways and drink it, even though I should just like have it up, straight up and down and drink it like this. And I just proved his point. Like I just poured it all over my lap. Proved him right. I remember not liking the popping bubbles in this. And I remember why. They're kind of sad. And I used to not be a tapioca person, but I am now becoming more of a tapioca girl. I used to like not like the texture because it reminded me of like fish eggs. But now I'm like, I don't know. I like it. I like sometimes I want just like a sweet brown sugar boba. Yeah, I prefer paper bags as I can draw on them with my brand. That's a good idea. I use paper bags for mystery bags. Awesome. Yeah, I do. I like to do that too for mystery bags. Because I feel like that's about the only thing for my products that I can fit in paper bags, unless I'm getting like a ginormous paper bag. So I unfortunately use plastic bags, but one of these days, I really wanted to do it for Otakon, but I just haven't had enough time. Maybe I can for like next year, beginning of the year. I want to make like reusable bags with my brand on it, and then if you buy $50 or more, you get a free bag. One of these days I'll get to that. Popping pearls and tapioca pearls are different. Yes, they're so different. And I go back and forth about how it depends on the day, depends on how I'm feeling. But I used to only be a popping pearls, popping boba. But lately, and it's usually like if I want like sweet, if I don't want fruity, if I want sweet, I go with tapioca because I want brown sugar. But if I want something fruity like this, I want popping. I also really love popping on my ice cream with my froyo. I don't know if I've ever made squeakoids on a live before. If I have, it's probably been over a year. But I make these little tentacle pieces on my embroidery machine. I do like a like 5x7 hoop, and I cut out a whole bunch and then like flip them inside out. And then I do like a little tack down stitch, like a basting stitch basically. And then I put the back on it and sew it up. And then after making squeakoids, this is kind of where I got the idea to make like the No Face and the Scream plushies that kind of have the same shape. I also use cookie bags to stickers and keychains. Oh, nice, cookie bags. Alright, let me make a post on my Instagram story real quick. Also, I just did TrotCon in Dayton, Ohio. I got back from it on Tuesday. And it was my first pony convention. And I liked it. I don't think I'll do it again because one, I spent way too much money on the hotel. I shouldn't have. I spent almost like $600. And I was by myself. Like Joey did come, but of course, like he doesn't split the room with me. It comes out of my business account. But we share that money. So yeah, first off, I shouldn't have done that. The table price was reasonable. It ended up being like $200, low 200s, because I bought 2 badges as well. So I definitely recommend it if you're close to Ohio and want to do a pony convention. Just share a hotel or find a cheaper one. But I went with that hotel because it was the like convention hotel. They had the hotel booking code, and it was just, I shouldn't have paid that much. It was a nice hotel. It was a Marriott, but should have known better. And then my pony stuff sold good, but also my other stuff sold good too. But I just kind of felt like I should have had more pony merchandise because a lot of other people had mostly just pony merchandise, and that was kind of my fear going into it. Like, even though I did prepare for it and I made a bunch of hats, I felt like I should have prepared more. Like if I'm gonna do a pony specific convention, I should be preparing my inventory for, I don't know, several months. I hear people prefer paper over plastic. That makes sense because I know. Like most people are very conscious of the environment and they do love the environment. Love furry conventions, but never been to a pony one. Yeah, I still want to do a furry one too. And this was kind of to get my foot in the door to see, because I do feel like there's a little bit of overlap with all of them. But I do feel like I would do pretty good with a furry convention too, because there's not going to be a specific, like with My Little Pony or with pony conventions, you know, it's specific like My Little Pony. But if I do like furry, honestly, if I just have animal hats or cute stuff, like, you know, all of the furries usually have their own, like with their persona, and their persona might like this type of Pokemon and all that kind of thing. I had someone commission me I think it was Growlithe or Arcanine Scooty for their persona, because that was their persona's favorite. I was like, yes. But I didn't realize that people, like, because there's not a lot of pony conventions,
for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices.
People traveled from, like, someone traveled from Canada, someone traveled from California. I think a couple of people traveled from California. And a lot of them, like, vendors even came that far, because there's only, like, off the top of my head, I can only name 3, and one of them, this was their last year. So TrotCon, Harmony Con, and then it's in Seattle, I believe, like very West Coast, but I think that that's also their last year. Ever free Northeast, I think. Northwest, because it's on the West Coast. Yeah, so I know that there's, like, especially artists that is their sole art is pony stuff. They travel really far to go to these pony conventions. And I also kind of just felt bad that I was like, I feel like I'm taking someone's spot. But I mean, then again, they wouldn't have accepted me if they didn't like my work. So try not to be hard on myself. I did make, like, profit, but to be honest, it was only like $600 profit. So I'm glad I did it. Happy with it. But my friend Bethany did a convention in Knoxville, Tennessee that same weekend. And if for some reason it falls on the same weekend again, I will probably go with her, since I can split a hotel with her, and do that convention. I'm doing a horror con next year, and I need to make some horror themed stuff. Yes, that sounds so fun. I'd love to do a horror con too. I have a little bit of horror stuff, but basically like Scream, Demogorgons, like little bitty things. I'm a furry. Furries love everything. That's awesome. We love furries. Are you going to be at Huntington Comic and Toy this year? I don't think so. That's in West Virginia, right? But it's the same people that do Lexington Comic Con. I haven't looked into it. I know that they have an Owensboro one, and I'd be interested in looking into that one too. But I don't have it on my list currently. I don't know if this would help, but Five Nights at Freddy's is a big horror game right now. Yes. Five Nights at Freddy's brain rot. Frog, same here. You could do fursuit props like bones, meats, and stuff. Ooh, that's good. I like doing bones. I'm working on my first fursuit head now. That's awesome. Those are crazy. Like, I've seen videos and like TikToks of people making them, and I'm like, this is insane. And the time and money spent on them. You said my special interest. I know I was thinking of doing horror movies. For fun, I'm saving up for fur so I can pay someone for a base and make me pause my tail too. Ghostface! Yes. Yeah, I hope I can work on them a little bit today. But I don't have any of the bases cut out. I cut out like basically this shape but smaller in like black fabric, and then I sewed the face onto them. So I would have to cut some black pieces out. I will say my Lethal Company stuff was still really popular with at the pony convention. So that was happy. And I only had one person that was like, and he wasn't saying it directly to me, but he was talking to his friend, possibly his girlfriend, and was like, yeah, but where's the pony stuff? And I just kind of like looked up like, and luckily she was like, it's right there, the hats, they're all ponies. And he's like, yeah, but like what about the other stuff? But everything else, like everyone else made me feel so welcome. Everyone else had wonderful things to say, and mostly people, like a lot of people did compliment my pony hats, but a lot of other people complimented my like beanie designs and saying like that I should do the cutie marks on beanies, and I wanted to. I just was very limited on time. But I do like that idea. I had a lot of people interested in commissioning me to make their like OC pony in a hat. And of course, a lot of people, like I said, like the Lethal Company stuff, loved the Yippee Bug sticker. So it was a lot of fun. And it was Pokemon Go Fest, so we did a little bit of Go Fest while we were there. What pony hats sold? Okay, so I brought 4 Fluttershy hats. All 4 of them sold. I brought 2 Applejack hats. Both of them sold. Like, that was the first to sell. Both of them sold back to back. Nobody bought a Twilight Sparkle. Can you guys believe that? No one bought Twilight. And then I had 1 Rainbow Dash, which was my lovely table neighbor, bought Rainbow Dash. And that was 1 out of 2. Rarity, I sold 2 out of 4. Pinkie Pie, I think I sold 2 out of 4. Possibly 3 out of 4. But Fluttershy definitely took the cake. Absolutely love your Lethal Company stuff. Thank you. I really love it. I'm trying to make a Yippee Bug keychain with the same design, and it's gonna have like a little Yippee like air bubble, quote bubble, above its head hanging on the keychain. I'm excited about it. Pony Sona. Yes. And a lot of people wanted me to do the princesses too, and I was like, that was my other idea. Oh my gosh, if this girl doesn't quit bringing in grass, should I be concerned where they're finding it? All right, I am out of the little tentacles for those squeakwood, so I need to cut. Like, I only need like 1 more set, so let me get my brain on and think where my fabric is so I can make just a few extras real quick. Orange, pink, I need green, purple. Sometimes if I run out of the tentacles, instead of making like a whole new cut of them, oh my gosh, this goes forever. I just like cut it. I just make my own. Like cut it on the hand, cut it, and then machine sew it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be all the colors. Maybe you can do it again next year and have more pony hats. Yeah, I'm not ruling it out completely. I definitely would just try to get my costs down lower. But I also think that this was good. What's the word? I mean, practice, I guess, but also, like, I don't think I would have made pony hats unless I did this convention. Like, I had made Rainbow Dash before, but that was it. And so, and I know that these pony hats will sell at other places too, because it's all a big overlap. So I think that that is good. It made me get my butt in gear and make pony hats so that other people that can't go and travel these far places for pony conventions have the opportunity to buy them. And I'll probably make a Etsy listing at some point where they're all combined and like put it on my website so people can buy them. And I got pony stickers made too. They didn't sell as good as I thought they would, because I was like, I want to have a cheaper option for people that don't want to pay like $50. But I understand, because a lot of other people also had pony stickers. And I just did the main 6. So it's not like I had like really specific ones that people don't usually find products for. Like, you know, you can get stickers at Walmart of the main 6 if you wanted to. But again, I'll sell them at other anime conventions and stuff where I have less competition of people that are making specifically pony stuff. Maybe have cutie mark keychains. I like that idea too. I did look at doing maybe some kind of embroidered keychain with cutie marks. Oh, gee, you can't forget Spike too. Yes, I love Spike. Yeah, I was gonna make a Spike hack too, and I totally forgot. That wouldn't have been hard to do. But I also was like struggling that week. Like, I finished those 2 Applejack hats the day of the convention, like the morning of. So I'm not sure if I would have got Spike all the way done. Just joined and got excited that you're doing Otakon prep, since I'm literally doing that right now too. Yes! Welcome, welcome. Otakon party. Otakon prep party. Yeah, this is officially, Otakon is my next convention, and I am trying not to lose my mind with all the stuff that I want to get done. But we'll do it. Again, like, I hate to say this, I really thought about canceling my booth, because I have a lot of things going on in like my personal life too. Nothing bad, but nothing that I could share currently. And that's also like our family vacation weekend. So it was kind of just bad timing, and I was really considering if they gave refunds or like rollovers, which I didn't think they did, but I checked the rules. I would have considered it, but honestly, it's better for me to go, because we do really need the money and we need to start saving money. So I can make, I think the table is like $350, so I can definitely make that back. And for this one, I am sharing hotel, so I won't be out a bunch of money for hotel. So my, you know, the profit goal, or the minimum that I have to reach, is very low. And I know I can do it, whether I have, you know, $3,000 worth of inventory or I have $10,000 worth of inventory. I will have inventory. I just need to remember not to set high goals for myself is the main problem. Oh, how did people like the hat colors? Yeah, no one said anything that they didn't like it or whatever. I got a lot of compliments on people saying they really liked how I did the hair. Like, they were like, you did really good with the, like, design. Because I knew people don't like when people do the yarn hair or the, like, actual hair. So I do think a lot of people appreciated that it was, like, fabric hair. So that it doesn't get messed up, it doesn't get tangled. And yeah, a lot of people complimented me on that because it was the right color, it was, like, the right flow. A lot of people really liked the rarity that it had volume, so thank you. I think, again, that was Black Cat that mentioned putting zip ties in it, so thank you guys again. I always appreciate all of you, and Teeny Frogs helped me pick out the colors for the hats. You guys are amazing. I couldn't do it without you. So thank you guys. I always love the help. I always love the criticism. You guys don't ever give bad criticism. It's always good criticism, you know? Opinions, however you want to call it. I think I told you guys last time, I did move my Kirby. Oh wait, I don't need black. I pushed my Kirby's back for July. They won't go out till August, and there won't be a August Kirby. And I was really scared about that for my patrons. But everyone's so, like, they're just so nice, and I appreciate them that they understood. I'm so glad the fabric worked out. Oh yeah, the hair is so good. Thanks. I was so nervous. No, yeah, no, they love them. All good things, all good things. I already put this over here. I'm gonna make some more tentacles. So I'm working on the yellow squeakoids right now, if you guys see. But I almost have them all sewn up. I just need to, like, well, I need to sew up the body part. And then we're gonna move on to pink squeakoids. And the pink squeakoids have different colored tentacles. So that's what I'm about to do on my embroidery machine right now. Also, people love the Kirby's. I wish I had more colors. And I also thought about doing Kirby, kind of the Kirby face with the pony colors and then the pony hair. But again, if I had more time, those are things that I would have done. Oh my gosh. My embroidery machine was too close to my wall. Whoopsie! I wasn't thinking. I scooted it back to be further from my mic, and then I forgot to move it back, and I put the bigger hoop on it. Let me just restart that piece. Sometimes it, like, shifts the arm. Okay, it looks fine. If it starts acting funny, I know what I did. So I have to stay close for this one because the needle sometimes tries to pick up the thread. So let me take this over to the table. Yeah, this is what I did for, like, because I ran out. I cut them by hand and then I'll sew them on the machine. And then we'll attach it to this last little guy. Sorry, Daisy May. I'm doing 10 yellow and 10 pink. And usually 10 lasts me a pretty good time. Like, I don't think I've ever sold all 10. So that's good. Usually they last me a couple of conventions at least. But I like to let people have variety and like that they can pick from, because then I do, so if I have 10, I usually do, or if I have 20, I'm doing 10 pink, 10 yellow. So then they can pick from yellow or pink. And then they can pick if they want shake or squeak. And I usually do more shake because people like that better. So like I do, out of the 10 for each color, I do like 7 shake and 3 squeak. But I usually bring extra squeaker
pretty good at what they do,
because they are easy to switch out. I'm always tell the people like, hey, if you want me to switch that out really quick for you, I can. Sometimes they're like, yeah. Sometimes they're like, oh, no, it's fine. I like them both. In general, how many of each plushie do you have with you at cons? Yeah, it definitely varies. So like for squeakoids, like I said, I really like the number of 10 each if I have the time. But if I don't, I like to do at least 5 of each color. I really like round numbers. So, you know, like 5, 10. I need to get my other scissors. I keep having to come back over here. And for like screams and no face, I like to do 10 of each too. Lethal Company, I like 10. Kirby's, since for my embroidery machine for Kirby's, I can do 5 at a time. So I usually do 5 for most of the colors, and then for like pink Kirby's, I do like 15 if I have the time. If I don't, I do 10. And usually black is pretty popular too. Black and blue, I will sometimes do 10. So I'm now to the point where I can kind of guess which one I think is going to be popular or more popular, and like which type of plushies to focus on, or like which I just need a few for. So like for Mothman and Fresno, I usually do 10 of each of those too. So 10 is a good number, I think, for me personally. Now if I'm doing bigger stuff like Appas, of course, I only do, if I bring one at all, I bring 1 or 2. So yeah, I'm trying to think. For my squids, since those are pretty easy, I usually try to bring at least 10. My Koroks sold really good at Lex Pride, so I need to make some more of them. But I think it was because I dropped them down to $10. I did have them at 15, and they are pretty small, so I think a lot of people were like, Once the hype of the new game was kind of over, people are like, I don't want to pay that much. So when I dropped the price, they did sell better. And those are really nice because the main thing that I have to do for those is mostly embroidery, and then I like have to hand sew the faces on. So that is something really easy that I can do while I'm like waiting for my games to load, different things like that. And then for like hats, I usually I do something different every time. Here's what the squeakoid tentacles look like when they're done. And then I hand cut those out. I used to have Joey help me do this when he had free time. Oh shoot. Wait, just kidding. No, come back. I forgot that it does like the bottom first. I'm trying to use like a scrap fabric and make it go further so I don't have to cut big pieces of fabric out. Lex Pride vlog will go up this Friday. Okay, hold on. I don't like my presser foot. I feel like I messed it up when I tried to stop it, and now my presser foot's like... It's not going down as far as I want it to. Yeah, so my hats I bring, I try to at least do 2 of each design if I can, and then more of my more popular designs. But I have found that with my hats, I really like to have more variety than having like 6 Umbreons. Even though Umbreon and Sylveon like sell good, I've just found it better that doing... Oh no!
Introduce.
I hit the wrong button. Just skip the ad. Like, it's better to have at least one of all the evolutions, so you have more of an audience. Or, does that make sense? Like, more people, you might have more people's favorite. Alright, now I need to hoop this yellow color. I gotta wait for this first. I don't know why I make this difficult on myself sometimes, when I should just cut a big piece of fabric, but I'm trying to save fabric. I don't want to be wasteful. So I'm flying to California, but I have a layover. And these are times in my career where I wish I did like crochet or knitting or more digital art. Like, I can do digital art, and that's probably what I'll do for the trip. But like, I can't take my scissors and my hand sewing needles and stuff on the plane. These are times when I wish I could prep while I'm at the airport. But yeah, people might get upset if I bring my fabric scissors. So I think I'll probably do a lot of drawing and maybe try to do... I really want to do some possum stickers since I have Possum Fest later this year. I'm prepping for that car show. Yes! When is that? Is it this month? I gotta start writing this stuff down so I know when you guys have your events. I really want to do that that convention that I did for the community college again. And I check their website every once in a while, but I haven't seen anything posted lately. The Omnicon one. So I am hoping that they do it. Alright, again, I took my fabric scissors over there. Where are... I think they're in my other bag. Where are my fabric scissors? Trim this a little more. Yeah, July 27th. Nice. Oh yeah, that's right, because I have the library convention that same weekend, and I was like, we're gonna be doing shows the same day. Oops, wrong one, sorry. Wrong button, I apologize. Alright, and we survived. I've moved from crochet to sewing. I haven't flown with it. I usually draw my iPad on flights. I'm scared I'll drop my hook and it rolls away on the flight. Oh no, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I would be scared of that too. Wouldn't want that to happen. I like to edit. When I used to edit, when I used to film on my phone, I would then edit on my iPad on planes. And that was pretty easy and nice. But now that I edit on Premiere Pro, I have to bring my whole laptop. And I mean, I guess I do have the room to bring it. I could. But the other thing is I edit with my hard drive. And so if my hard drive gets jumbled or it comes disconnected, like I risk the fear of losing all the files or the footage getting corrupted, and then I've lost my whole vlog. So I kind of just don't take that risk unless one time when I went to help Bethany at Anime Week in Atlanta because she was selling there, I did bring my computer and edit because I was in the airport for 14 hours. So I was like, I can definitely get a few videos edited while I'm here. So then that way I can edit them and then save them, and then they're protected. But yeah, I'll probably just doodle on my iPad. Use the plan. Maybe I can give myself some prompts of what I can doodle. Oh, it would help if I put the hoop on my embroidery machine. Have you guys tried Wendy's sauce nuggets yet? They're pretty good. They have a garlic parmesan one. I think that's what we're getting tonight for supper. And Joey had the smart idea. So I got this last time, got the garlic parmesan nuggets, and they come in a loaded fries or baked potato container so that the sauce doesn't get everywhere. And I eat my nuggets first, and it has that garlic parmesan all in the bottom of the container. And Joey's like, put your fries in there, because I was just dipping my fries in the garlic and eating them. And he's like, why don't you just dump your fries in there and like shake it up? And I was like, oh, you're a genius. And we also got ranch like dipping sauce, so I put like ranch in there too. Very good. So if you guys, if that sounds good to you, you should try it. I'm also gonna see the new Inside Out movie while I'm in California. I'm excited. I actually didn't see the first Inside Out in theaters. I watched The Good Dinosaur because I like The Good Dinosaur better, and everyone's like, I've never seen The Good Dinosaur. And I'm like, yeah, because it got overshadowed by Inside Out. Inside Out is very good, but I really like The Good Dinosaur. I like dinosaurs. Yeah, the first time I watched Inside Out, it was at my brother's house with my nieces, and when the Bing Bong scene came on, he like threw a box of tissues at me because I was crying. I was like, thanks, heartless soul you are. No, I didn't say that. And then the second time I watched it, I was at a camp, like a children's camp, and we watched it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, here I go, I'm gonna bawl my eyes out in front of these children. I gotta get another piece of fabric. I thought I had enough, but I don't. Really Frankensteining all this together. We'll see how it looks. Oh, it's the wrong piece. I'll show you guys what I mean. I kind of did it with this one. Like, see how this piece is like hanging separate from this? I like let it stitch out, and then before it stitched this one, put another fabric piece down because I didn't have a big enough piece for that. But for this one, I had to do that 3 times, so it's really struggling. I think I did it though. There might have been a few pieces that I might have to sew over again. But okay, back to doing some squeakoid faces so that I can sew these squeakle bodies up. I think Bethany and I are going to play some Dead by Daylight tonight, and I'm excited because we just figured out, or just realized, that Matt Mercer from Critical Role voices like Vecna, and he voices the intro for like Dead by Daylight right now because they did the Dungeons and Dragons like crossover, and he voices the intro, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And she's like, I want to play now, and I'm like, I'm totally down to play tonight. Because her and I both had conventions this past weekend, but separately. So we'd just been on Discord watching like Game Changer and like make some noise while we were like prepping. She was like crocheting and I was like stuffing things or cutting stickers, like all different kinds of stuff. And if I wasn't so like swamped with stuff, I would have done that in our like this Discord, the Line Around Sewing Discord, but I was just like, I feel like I will get distracted and just chit chat with everyone, and I actually have to focus right now. But that is one of the things that I want to do in our Discord, is have like a craft day. Yes, exactly. But I also want to give you all more time too, so that I know, like, I don't want to do it on a Friday and someone's like, I have a convention. But my conventions are like, I'm almost done with most of my conventions for the year. I have like a few bigger ones at the end of the year. So I can definitely do that now. After August, or like after the beginning of August. As long as I don't get sucked into another video game. Because that's why I hadn't done it before, was because we were playing Baldur's Gate, and we were playing Baldur's Gate every night. Thank you. Thanks, Captain. Welcome. Yeah. You guys, this live, and then next Tuesday live. And then because I don't think I have another Tuesday. There might be one more Tuesday after that. You guys are going to watch me slowly and progressively get more stressed to prep for this convention. Because I have so many things I want to do and restock, and my mind is going like 100 miles a minute. I did order some more transfers for t-shirts, because at my Lexington Pride event, my Axolotl t-shirts sold really well. And then I ordered the t-shirts too. And then I really thought about ordering keychains, but I was going to get them from Vograce, and it wouldn't have got here in time for Otakon. I should have ordered sooner, but I was just really delaying it. And yeah, so Bethany and I are going to do a group order probably before Anime Inc. in October, hopefully. But I was just like, I don't know, it's a lot of money to shell out right now. And I wasn't sure how TrotCon was going to go. bobbin ran out. I don't know why my embroidery machine has stopped telling me when my bobbin has run out. So then it just does this, and you can see that it was starting to do the mouth part, and it was just stitching even though nothing was catching. I don't know why it's doing that. Like, when my sewing machine, I get mad when my machine keeps telling me bobbin's running low. I'm like, I know, just tell me once, I'll stop, but you're not empty yet. But for this, it's just started being like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you at all, and I'm just gonna keep going. Luckily, with the squeakoids, I can just have it restitch this whole face again, and it'll be fine. But like, if this was like the Mothman wings, or like Saki and Riku, like I can't redo that. I guess luckily it's not like beanies either, because that's one of the other things that I want to work on. Possibly this week if I have time. But usually I watch my beanies closer. Out of all the machines I have for business, none of them go too long before they want to act up. Yeah, I feel that. It's always something. I have another embroidery machine. I think it's a SE. No, it's not an SE. The PE 800, I think. And it's under my table right now because I've fooled with that thing 100 times trying to get the bobbin, and it'll work a little bit and then it'll stop. So I really am gonna need to take it just to get it looked at and finally like bite the bullet for somebody else professionally. Because I've been tweaking it slowly by myself at home, but I think it's finally to the point where I can't, like, it needs an actual service person. But I don't even know how much it's gonna be on my own machine. Yeah. I feel that. Tape breaks, frogs, so your machine doesn't crap out on you. That wouldn't be good. The only thing with redoing what it just did on that one is I gotta make sure that it doesn't catch the interface thing, the stabilizer, because then it'll like pull the whole thing off. I keep forgetting that peanut butter crackers over here, and I'm like, stomach's starting to growl. I really hope that I don't work on squeakoids this whole live. Because I started working on them yesterday, and I'm like, this shouldn't take like 2 whole days, please. I didn't work on them all day yesterday, though. That's the only thing. I edited my vlog, and I had to do some errands, so it's fine. And then I didn't start working on them until I went live today, so But I do know after I embroider all these faces, I want to have something else embroidering too. So I'll probably do Fresno night crawlers because they're pretty easy. They're just like white, and then I cut out the body. And I would like to make a Nessie too, like the Loch Ness Monster, but because I want to do some cryptids. I have a 3D pattern, so like not on the embroidery machine. So I guess I'll make that later since I'm trying to focus on like sewing machine stuff first. Or embroidery machine stuff first. I found some paper bags I like. Yippee! That's awesome! Yeah, I haven't looked at Amazon Prime, but it's probably for the best. Or like Prime Day, it's probably for the best. So I do not need to spend money right now. My mom texted me too. She's like, "It's Amazon Prime Day." I was like, "Yeah, thank you." And then I would like to make, I think some mushrooms too. Because I need like that 50-50. Fan art, no fan art. And I think just doing some cute little mushrooms. Plushies. Would be nice. Sorry, that was probably loud. Pack of 100 for $18.16. 8 by 10 by 4. Nice. I'm sorry, not that nice. I was also thinking if I take the Splatoon like squid shape that I have for a plushie and then I change the eyes, I feel like technically that could work as like not fan art. Because I'm not doing the Splatoon specific like face, but like all squids, like they have like the same shape if you were to doodle a squid or an octopus. And then I don't know if there's other sea creatures that I could kind of do like that. I shared my dino nugget pattern in the Discord. Ooh, nice. What fabric do you use for your dino nuggets? Because I want to make dino nuggets. Thank you for reminding me on the embroidery machine. I just don't know what color, like yellow or tan, that I like. I use fleece. I need to go and check what color I specifically use. Alright. Yeah, because I think I'm leaning more towards a tan. That, yellow color could maybe work, but I don't know. It's really yellow. I think I use Cuban sand anti-pill fleece. All right. Thank you. I'll see what that looks like. Luckily, I'm not in as big of a hurry, so I can hopefully go into a Joann's and see if I like that or if there's anything else I like. I looked at one Joann's for the longest time to find anything. Like, it didn't even have to be fleece. Just a fabric that would work. Like, I kind of wanted a more of a fur so that it would have texture too. Didn't find anything. Okay, I need to get another squeak wood going on the embroidery machine. These are my little labels if you guys are curious what I'm like grabbing out of that bag. They're my plushy labels and hat labels, basically. They're my labels. And the other thing is, like, I want to go crazy and like make all this stuff, but I'm limited to a 6-foot table, I think. Potentially an 8-foot table, but I'm going like assuming it's 6 foot. So I'm really gonna have to make it work. And then I need to double check about like height restriction. But I also don't like going too high because then it covers up like when I put my hats behind me, which is what I'm gonna have to do because I don't, like, I kind of need, I'm starting to need like 2 tables, honestly, but. Of course, Joanne's has this swirl fur that you could dye and use. Yeah. I did think about dyeing fabric too, because I thought about like there's a light color Sherpa, but I don't know if I want to use Sherpa. I like the idea of like a swirl fabric, like it's like just a little bit of texture. Remember one con I went to said we were getting an 8-foot table and they gave us a 5-foot table instead. Oh my gosh, that's awful. No, thank you. I wouldn't know what to do. I am gonna throw that drink away though. I'm gonna run to the bathroom because that's making me sick. I can't drink that. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I turned my mic off so you guys didn't have to hear the embroidery machine going crazy. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the drive to Washington, D.C. for Otakon. I think it's like 8 hours. But the good thing is I'm going down on Thursday. So I can take plenty of stops and I can potentially set up that day depending on what time I get there. So then I don't have to stress about my setup if I'm worried. I do want to do a practice setup. because I need to figure out how I want to lay it out. So that like I can kind of get height and also people can see the hats behind me, hopefully. Oh, thank you, frogs. That's so helpful. For Otakon, it's 350, which is what I have, standard table. It's 6 foot and can't be higher than 5 feet. And I'm assuming that's 5 feet off the table? Does it specify? I'll have to look. Yeah, off the table. Okay, good. Which should be fine. That's like if I were to stand on the table. I don't think I've ever gone that high. They're super strict with their display rules, so be careful. Thank you. Yeah, that's what makes me nervous too. Like, the 50-50 rule makes me nervous because I definitely don't, like, I'm not gonna have a crazy amount of original art because I already have so much, like, fan art prepped already. And so I'm gonna try to just display all of this stuff. But I know sometimes they're like, you know, if you sell out of your original art, then you have to take some of your display art or your fan art down. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I need to watch some more Otakon videos because I think it was just for the dealer's hall. I think if you were doing the dealer's hall, you had to pay for a dock fee unless you can get it all in like one load with like no dolly. And I'm hoping that that's not the rule for Artist Alley, because I mean I can probably get it in one load without a dolly, but it's gonna be hard. So I need to check on that. I'm gonna be really shoving everything I can into bags. But I remember, I think it was for Otakon, one of the vlogs that I watched, the girl was like, someone stopped her and was like, you need to pay for like a dock pass and it's like $400. And she's like, I don't need a dock pass, like this is all my stuff. And they're like, this is all your stuff? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, you can't come through here with another load of stuff. And she's like, I'm not. This is all my stuff. And she had suitcases. But I don't know. Like, luckily my things are pretty light, but they're also like bulky. Custom. For the Artist Alley, we need to get everything in 1 to 2 trips. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I do not want to pronounce it wrong. Why don't yeah. You let me know how to pronounce it. Kua? Kale? The last one. But thank you. Thank you so much. I think I can do it in 2, for sure. That shouldn't be a problem, because I'm not bringing my claw machine, and that's really bulky. Koi. I like it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your help. I believe I can definitely do it in 2. Should not be a problem. And we can't use dollies, correct? It has to be hand carried in. Yep. Okay. Thank you. The place I get my labels from sends a Swedish fish with every order. And I don't really love Swedish fish, but Joey does, so I usually give it to him. But honestly, sometimes I forget, and then it like sits in here for months. Yes, thankfully I use those big like IKEA tote bag type things, so I can do like one on my back and like hold one in each arm. So that's 3, and I never have more than 4 of those. And then I have a suitcase that I pull, but that suitcase is like heavy. But I will probably, the reason it's so heavy right now is because I have 2 sets of grid walls in there. So that's part of the reason I'm going to do a setup beforehand to see how many of them I actually need. Because I need to, that thing is way too heavy. I need to lighten it. I'm going to like throw my back out or something one of these times. Trying to like put it in my trunk. Alright, let's see how many pink squeakoids we have. This one, the mouth kind of got messed up, so I'll probably go over it with thread. I'll probably like just hand stitch. I might be able to do it on the sewing machine. Maybe I should try that before I sew it up. If you guys ever need to fix some embroidery, first see if you can put your embroidery thread on your sewing machine. And make it work. I also sometimes use a little permanent fabric marker and like fill it in. This one's a little bit too big for that. I would be worried that you could definitely tell. But especially with black, it's not too bad. So then I just go back and forth and stitch it straight across. There's this hole right here. I'm trying to get. Come on. Yeah, that looks good. And then now that it's smaller, I can touch it up a little bit with fabric marker. See? Totally fixed. Embroidery hacks. I have have a coffee candle going right now, and I keep getting a whiff of it, and I'm like, did I forget that I made coffee? And then I remember that, no, I just have a candle lit, that's all. Alright, let me see how many pinks I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to do 2 more pink. And then we can embroider something else. I'm really tempted to try to do a dino nugget pattern right now, but do you guys ever get in like a mood where you're like, I need to do this, but that's like a morning project where you're like, no, I want to wait in the morning to kind of like reset myself. That's a new project for the morning. Because I do that, especially if it's like, oh, I need to make an appa. No, I need to start that in the morning to make sure my brain is completely reset and prepared to work on appa. I've had several people order my Lethal Company like keychains off of my Etsy, and I do have international shipping turned on. And I just feel so bad because, like, for international shipping, even though it's a small keychain, it's like $19. And I mean, they can see how much it is before they buy it because I don't have free shipping, of course. So they have to pay that for shipping. And I always feel so bad. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, that's more than the item. My keychains are like $15 online. And then $19 for the shipping. And I've had a couple people ask me for patterns this past week too. Like, someone asked about my owl bear pattern, and I'm like, yes, that is like top priority for my next pattern I want to make. And then someone also asked about I think it's pronounced Toga. It's the frog star guardian from League of Legends. And that one, I probably made like 20 of them, maybe the whole time, like during 2020. And it was a really popular thing that I sold on Etsy, and it was like one that I would ship internationally too. And I just got so burnt out, like worse than appa, because there was so many little things that you had to cut out and hand sew on, because it's this frog that has wings, and it's like got a star and star symbols on it. But I do think now that I have like the embroidery software, I could do those things on the embroidery machine and it wouldn't be as bad. But this person did ask for the sewing pattern, and I would totally be down to release that one too, honestly. Because I wouldn't mind to release my Saki and Riku from League of Legends Star Guardian pattern. Because it could also be used as an owl pattern too, if you wanted to make like an owl plushie. But I think most people would want it, because I've had a lot of people message me and be like, I want to make this for like my boyfriend, girlfriend. But I'd really love to make it like myself. One of these days, and get the pattern out for them. Because I keep seeing my owl bear over here on my dresser behind me. I don't know if you guys can see it. And I'm like, oh, it's just so freaking cute. Frequently, yeah, about like the reset for the day. Yep, I feel that. I was trying to figure out why my chair wouldn't move. Okay. It's because Daisy's in the way. So my chair won't even roll. If my thread wasn't completely threaded. Try again. Okay, looks good. Alright, we have 2 more of the yellow over here. And then I'll go back over there and cut out the pieces of pink. And we can get working on those. What is everyone working on right now? I know we're prepping for conventions and markets, but like what plushie or item are you making right now? Or drawing or crochet? Stuffing keychains right now, says Frogs. Fursuit head base. Cutting the foam out now. This will be for my personal scents and original species I'm making. Okay, nice. I was gonna ask, I was like, do you sell like fursuits and stuff at conventions? So you're working on a personal project. That sounds like a lot of fun. I love that. I haven't worked with like the foam that they use. I've worked with the like thin foam, but I do think it'd be fun because it's kind of like more into the sculpting with that kind of foam than the foam I used was like for the thin kind for like armor and stuff, which is kind of like sculpting, but I like the idea of like more three-dimensional sculpting like you're doing with clay, because I used to do ceramics and stuff, and I always loved thinking in that way. Personal soda, sorry. Oh, okay. And not yet, but I'm wanting to. I do anime stuff and crochet plushies, but I love furry stuff. And want to be a maker. Nice. I love carving foam. It's cathartic. Sewing the fur. Whew. Yeah. I do not like sewing fur. I have worked with that. Some furs aren't as bad, but this last time I started wearing like a mask and safety glasses just because it was driving me insane, the fur that was like floating in my room. And I cannot stand, like, you'll see if I start stuffing things, like I like touch my face all the time because of the little fibers that are floating around. So I just imagine like fur floating around drives me even crazier. blocking print tees, block printing tees right now. Yeah, that sounds so awesome. I love watching people do that too. I have 3 dogs, but the fur is worse than all of them shedding combined. Right? Yes, I also have 3 dogs, and one of the dogs, I'm pretty sure, is like gotta have some German Shepherd in him because he sheds awful. But like working with that fur is worse. Like you would think that I owned a doggy daycare with how much that fur sheds. And then it comes out and it's all over my like clothes. And usually I wear black like this anyways, so you can see like the fleece is already turning my shirt a different color. But like the fur, I change clothes immediately, honestly, when I'm done working with fur. I'm like, don't come in here. It's a dangerous environment. We have to tape it off. Oh, Joey and I have to finish watching The Mole. I think they released the last like episodes. No spoilers if you guys finished it, but I really like shows like that. I watched like what's the other one? The Perfect Match 2, which they bring some characters from The Mole. But I just want to watch, like, I do like the drama and the like relationship stuff, but I mostly am here to watch them do the trials and challenges and stuff. So I should probably just like watch Survivor, whatever those ones are. Big Brother, isn't that kind of the same? Because I love watching the challenge and like trying to succeed and then I also watched that one, the guy that has like 1,000 kids or whatever. I think it's like 1,000, the man with 1,000 babies or whatever. I think it's like a documentary. That was a very interesting documentary. I ran out of circles, so I need to cut another one real quick. Circles for the bottom part of the squeakoid. My German Shepherd sheds clumps. I think only a Husky can be worse. Yep, that was my second choice. He's either Husky or German Shepherd. I mean, they told me that he was Australian Shepherd Lab. And I mean, I guess labs do shed pretty bad, but they're like the short-haired, you know? And we have another Australian Shepherd Lab who I know is 100% Australian Shepherd Lab. And she is like tiny. It's Daisy. Daisy, the one that's like the merle, like all different colors. And she is like half his size. Obi is the one that is also supposed to be Australian Shepherd Lab. But they didn't know who the dad is. So I'm thinking, they said it was a big black dog. So that's why they assumed black lab. And male black labs can get pretty big. But I'm thinking, honestly, he might have been a dark-colored, like, German Shepherd, like a black German Shepherd. But then again, they should be able to see if it's, like, long hair or dark hair. But his hair is so weird. Because the German Shepherds are kind of like that, too, where when you pull back his fur, his underneath fur is, like, lighter, because he's black, and then when you pull it back, it's, like, brown, like light brown or like tan. And German Shepherds kind of have that, where like if you pull out a piece of their hair, it's like 3 different colors just right there. Plus he whines like a husky though. when he wants attention. So I don't know if that's just his personality or maybe he's just a mix. But everyone thinks he's a Rottweiler because he's got the eyebrows and he's a black dog. But I'm like, no, I don't think he has any Rottie in him. But you know, one of these days when I get rich, I'll buy a dog DNA test. But as of right now, I really don't need one. I love him no matter what. And it's not like he has any health problems where we need to know what his breed is. It would literally just be for fun. For funsies. But I swear, this boy's so funny. He whines all the time. And I promise, he doesn't have a rough life. He just wants human attention because he could play with his brother or sister who love to like wrestle and stuff. He can go outside, he can bark, he can run. He has water, he eats on time. He just wants human affection, human attention. And if he doesn't get it, he'll just cry. He's been that way since a puppy. But I do like it better than barking. When he wants something, he whines. Unlike other dogs that like bark, because like that scares me when dogs bark. I like will jump out of my socks. My pupper is the traditional saddle brown and has pale fur closer to the skin. Whines a lot too. Oh, they can be mostly black and brown though too. Okay, so yeah, if the German Shepherds can be whiny too, then I am placing more of my bets in. Maybe he's got some German Shepherd in him. Because like I said, where I was going with that story is he sheds awful. And we have a border collie Cocker Spaniel, and you would think because he has such long hair, he would shed the worst of them all. But no, like I can run my hand down the back of Obi and pull out like a clump. And then Daisy, who is Australian Shepherd Lab, like if I can run, she's right here. Like I didn't even get anything. And that was just me running my hand. So let me like pull some. I got like 5 strands by pulling hair. I don't know if he'll come in here. Obi! Obi, come here! I think Ridley's coming. Hi, Vitapedo. Come here, Obi. Come here. Okay, that's not that bad. But if I like pet on him. What did you do? Like roll all your fur out? You're making me look like a wire. But you know when you just like pet them and then all of a sudden you have like a wad of hair in your hand, like you have another dog in your hand. That's what it's like. But I did definitely get more off of him than Daisy. Wash my hands. And then Riddle Piddle, I'd probably get nothing off of Riddle Piddle, wouldn't I? Wouldn't I? Oh, puppies. Suffocating in the fur gang. It's a club. We love the fur club. Excuse me. So like our neighbor will randomly come and talk to us if like we're outside. And last night we were grilling and I didn't even see him, and Joey like, you know, smiles and like nods his head and he's like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, who's he talking to? And then I see that our neighbors come over and they just got a new puppy. So he was like kind of coming to show the puppy, but also I think just to chit chat. I think he gets lonely because I think his wife works like 45 minutes away, and so sometimes she stays with her parents. But he was saying, he's like, yeah, I was wondering who was letting your dogs in and out because you guys were gone, right? And I'm like, yes. How did you know? Because we usually have, or well, I guess actually last weekend Joey also drove, so there was no cars here. But usually we have at least one car in the driveway. But he's like, yeah, then I noticed you guys got a doggy door. And you guys swapped your front door, your side door with your back door. And I just want to be like, sir, why are you that observant of our doors? So now I'm concerned because the door that we swapped it with is like, you can see right to his house. And we're not like super close to him, but it's like full glass pane. So like, if I'm like walking through the house in my underwear and he looks out his back window at the right moment, he could probably see me. So now I'm like, I need to get like a frosted glass cover to go over the back door, or well, like the side door now, because if this guy is observant just of our dogs and like when we're home and stuff, I don't like the door that faces his house. He can just see straight into our kitchen. I just want to be like, yes, sir, maybe stop with the part. Maybe just say like, I noticed you guys have a doggy door, and call it good. But the puppy was really cute. It looked like some kind of beagle mix. All right, cut out these squeakoids, the pink ones. Is there a way on YouTube where you can be like, I don't recommend me this ad again? Is that a thing? Because I'm gonna do that for Sticker Mule too. Don't recommend me this company ever again. If you need it soon, I have ordered one-sided reflective film for my apartment and no one can see in, but you can see out. Also blocks sunlight, so maybe save on electric bill. Ordered on Amazon. Oh. I definitely, if I just Google like reflective film, door reflective film, would that work? Because that would honestly be perfect. I don't mind the idea of the like frosted film though, because also then my dogs couldn't see out and bark at people. But I kind of do like the idea that we could see out, because it is our like side door where people for the most part will come up and knock on our door. So then we could see who it is, but then if we don't want to be home or whatever, we could pretend to not be home. But Amazon also likes to deliver under our carport. So I'm also worried one of these days Obi is gonna like freak out when someone delivers a package and he's gonna bust down the glass out of the door. I don't know if you guys have seen those like TikTok compilations or whatever where the dogs break down the glass and then they're just as confused as the like male person. Like, luckily, Obi wouldn't harm them. He's that type of dog that's like, oh, if you have a wall behind you, or like, you know, if there's a wall between us, we're fighting. But if that wall's gone, he's like, help me. I'm pitiful. Please, sir, could I have some more? Alright, I'm just cutting a few more of these squeakoids. One of my favorite things to do with the embroidery machine is let it embroider Kirby faces, because I think that's like an 18 to 20 minute embroider file. So then I can like leave it, because I ran it so many times. Like the only way it would mess up is if my bobbin ran out and it did that thing where it just keeps going. But if I put a new bobbin in, it'll last the whole time. But that's one of those that like the thread won't get caught. It can do it on its own. I can leave it and trust it to make it out. And so that's what I need to do, honestly, if I remember, like, do that tonight. So then I have some Kirby faces prepared. So there's that. And then I need to cut some circles too for the bottom pieces. This one goes with this one. My mic's still good? Yeah. Let's see, what are we at? 2 hours? Okay. It might be good for 1 more hour. Could go out any second now. Who knows? Alright, circle time. I don't think any of these pieces are big enough. I could probably use some of these for Kirby bodies though, so I'm gonna put them in my scrap fabric. Scrap fabric trash bag. Alright, I need 10 circles. One. Two. I'm gonna have an odd number. Actually, let me check my pre-cut bin. Sometimes I have some in here. I don't think I do. Nope, not today. Four, 5, 6, 7. Eight, 9. Ten, 11. Okay. We should be good. I think we're done with this pink. Unless I need some more of the like tentacle things cut, but we'll grab that later. Or no, I wouldn't need this color actually. I need like a darker pink color. I want to get the Fresno night crawlers set up, but then that's going to be a lot of like me changing the hoop. So I think I would rather get these squeakoids done first. I don't know. I go back and forth. Because then I could be working on something while it's going, but that file doesn't take too long. Unless I want to switch to beanies and have it import a couple beanies. Oh, I also ordered some more bucket hat bases. That was the other thing I ordered when I was talking about ordering the BTF transfers and shirts. I also ordered bucket hats, so I ordered more Korok color, red Pikmin, yellow Pikmin. I did order some blue Pikmin because everyone keeps asking about blue Pikmin, but I'm always like, oh, the color's not the right color blue. But I ordered some and we'll see if it looks, if I can find a blue that matches it. So yeah, let me cut some white squares. It's so hot here, 108 Fahrenheit? No! Hell no, I thought 85 was hot. Sometimes it gets 110 or 120. No. No, that sounds awful. No, thank you. Be safe. Like, does your AC even work that if it's that hot outside? Does it work? Does it compute? Okay, do I have any white pieces that will work? Are they just gonna be all like small pieces? Alright. All small pieces. So I guess we're cutting some white screws. Actually, let me check my pre-cut again. Sometimes. Alright, there's one white. There's a lot of black in here. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Okay, yeah, a lot of black, but only one piece of the white. So we will take it, and I will get the white fleece out of here. Guys, you see this closet? It is overflowing, and I thought I dwindled it down so good. But that's okay. That just means that we're already prepared for the beginning of next year when MegaCon and KatsuCon come back around. Alright, cut out some white pieces. And let me just hoop them real quick. If you guys don't know what the Fresno Nightcrawler is, it's a cryptid that is in California, and it looks like little walk-in pants. So when I make them, I make a long boy and a short boy, and then I tell people that they can pick if they want the long pants or the short pants. And honestly, it's usually about 50-50. I think people do like the short one usually a little bit more. Or at least I think that, and then like the next time the long one, because the long one is a little bit bigger, so I think in some people's minds they're like, oh well, this is bigger and I'm still paying $10 for it. Or that's at least what I would think sometimes in that scenario, like, oh, $10, I'm getting the bigger item. You know, I'm getting the bigger candy bar. Okay. We use a swamp cooler Okay, is that like the ice thing where they put, yeah, like ice type thing? Where it's ice and then it like cools from the cold water that's in there? Prisoner Nightcrawler, just pants. Yeah. Pants boy. Yes, okay. Interesting. And you use that, do you use that with your AC unit too, or you just use that? That's crazy. Wouldn't want to do an outdoor market in that. No, thank you. Think I'll be broke. Alright, pants boys are stitching out. If I did the bigger size, I could do the whole thing on the bigger machine, like where you turn it inside out. But I would have to make a pattern for that, and I don't have it yet, so this is why it just stitches out the face, and then I sew the body together. And while that's going on, I'm going to trim his tentacles and go ahead and get them cut out. And this does 9. This is my favorite thing to do when it comes to, I don't want to say mass producing, but you know, like factory producing my plushies, like, you know, assembly line, that's the word I'm looking for. Assembly line producing is like having my machine do the little things for me where I just need to cut them out, and then I have like 9 of these little tentacles. That way I can spend time doing other things and preparing other things. We only have the swamp cooler. We live in a movable house. Okay. So yeah. I've never, like, do they have big ones of those? I've never seen the big ones. I have seen the ones that they advertise, like on Amazon. It's like a little cube. Joey used to use one of those little cubes in his room, in his old apartment. I need to redo this embroidery file for the eyes, it looks like, because it doesn't stitch very thick. I can like see the white through it. So what I'll probably do is switch to like a white bobbin. I did sell more of the rainbow fruities at Whatup too, so that was nice. Because I had so many of them still from Pride. I've really been into these fruit drinks. I get them at Walmart. I don't even know the brand of them, but they're really thick. It's not the not the Naked brand. but something kind of like it. I think it's in the same section where they keep the Naked brand, like in the fresh produce aisle, and they're kind of like little smoothies. But I had the mango one, and that was really good. It's like usually mango, apple, and like maybe a little bit of lemon or something to help it have a little bit of like sourness. But you get it, and it's like no added sugars, but you get like your almost your fruit, or maybe you do get your fruit for the day. And they're so good, which I love fruit. Like I would eat fruit for every meal if I could, but it's just so hard, like especially mangoes. Those are a pain to peel and stuff. And lots of times I'm the only one that eats fruit. Like Joey doesn't really eat fruit, so then it also goes bad if I don't eat it fast enough. So I've started getting those so that I can get like a lot of fruit intake, and those are good. And then I do like the Naked brand too, but both of them are kind of expensive, which is upsetting, but you know, we do what we gotta do to stay healthy. Alright, there's those little tentacles. They all turned out good. See, here's what I mean by the eyes. You can see compared to the squeakoids, like look how darker, because I redid this with the new embroidery software. So this, I need to redo it, but I don't think I'll do it right now. So I'm going to change the black bobbin, and we'll do a comparison that should help it be a little darker. And I just use black, I use this serger thread actually for bobbin. Now I do buy the big packs of bobbin casing in white because I use white so much that it's so much easier to buy this in bulk than rewinding or doing my bobbin every time. But when it comes to doing like black, I don't usually need as many of those, especially now with the new software. It kind of does itself. It fixes it. The problems that I was having with the old one. Cut and freeze the fruit. Yeah, I need to do that too. We have frozen strawberry, or we have frozen blueberries, where we picked them the beginning of July. No, beginning of June? Middle of June. But then I don't do a lot with frozen fruit. Like the only thing I want to do is smoothies, and I'm not a big smoothie person. Now if someone's like, hey, I'm making a smoothie, you want one? I'll be like, yeah, I'll take one. But I'm never like, oh, I want to make a smoothie for myself. Yeah, it's already looking better. For the pink squeakoid, I just do pink, yellow, and orange tentacle things. And it's 2 pink, 2 yellow, 1 orange. So I usually have to do double. Let them thaw and then eat them. Freezing them just makes them last longer. Yeah, but then they taste different. Like blueberries get soggy. I do like putting them in muffins. My mom's been making a lot of blueberry muffins lately. I don't know, they just taste different to me. Like I would much rather like eat them as fast as I can fresh. But see, that's my problem. That's what I need to do. Like, I'll get them from the store and bring them home, and then I tell myself that I have to like space them out. Like, if you can't eat all the blueberries right now, you're not gonna have any blueberries later this week. And I should be like, no, who cares about future Megan? All right, you eat those blueberries now, and you eat as many as you want. Just don't get a stomach ache. Like bananas, I really only like them when they're green, and I'll eat them when they're like really ripe, but I have to have them like with peanut butter. But I do freeze those, and then I make chocolate chip banana muffins with those too. But I'm like, no, if you eat, you know, banana every morning, they're gonna be gone. And I should just be like, that's okay, because if they're not, then they will get really ripe. And I'll just have to throw them in the freezer. Yeah, look how much better this looks, okay? So here's the one where I did black bobbin. And then here's the one with white bobbin. Let me make sure I'm in frame and not like, yeah. Look at the difference. You see how like there's so much more white showing through? So that's what we'll do with the rest of the Fresno ones, which means I probably need to wind another thing of black bobbin.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Alright, but I'm gonna wait on the embroidery because my brain can't concentrate and talk at the same time it's going, because that embroidery file is like very loud. And I'll probably I might be live for like another hour, I think. Because I wanna try to walk a little bit before Joey calls me, as long as the weather looks okay. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm also like, man, I could use a nap right now. That coffee or that tea had no caffeine in it. I'm going downhill. I feel like I don't do this as much in my adult life, but as a kid, I used to like take a nap because, or like go to sleep early before like a really exciting day, because it would get here faster, you know? Like on my birthday parties, when I'm like waiting till people to come over to open presents, I'm like, well, I'll just take a nap because then it'll get here faster. Or like a big trip that I'm about to leave on when I was little, like, I'll just go to bed early because then when I wake up, it'll be time to go. But then sometimes I'm so anxious, like, and excited to leave the next day that I can't fall asleep. But sometimes it doesn't plan out that way. funny story, at TrockCon, I was in the bathroom and they had just put like a new toilet paper roll in, and it's like the really big one, you know, like convention hall big toilet paper roll. And I couldn't find where it started. And I like spun that thing so many times, struggling, like feeling, trying to see where it was. And I eventually had to just tear, like get a handful and like try to like reach up in there and like tear it. And like, you know, while I'm also tearing no, it's probably more than like 10 layers because of the really, really thin one-ply toilet paper, so that I could just get it started somewhere. And I like cut my thumb because it was so sharp, because I was like rubbing the place where it like you pull to tear the toilet paper. And so then I'm like, my thumb is like bleeding because it's like gashed open. Just like, how do I tell people, yeah, I hurt myself on the trying to like get toilet paper on the toilet paper dispenser. And I try to just be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna change it to the other side. But no, the other one, you know, has to run out before it lets you like move that slidey thing. That's the worst, OMG. It was awful. I was like, I can't find it. And I'm sure the people like waiting to use the bathroom thought I was crazy, just like spinning toilet paper and nothing happening. They probably just thought I was doing it for fun. No, I promise I'm done. I just can't. I can't find the toilet paper. Okay, this is the last little orange one. I miss when I used to make Joey cut out all those tentacles for me. It was so nice. Right, let's get some more night crawlers going. I'm gonna take the fabric marker to this one, see if it'll look better. This is the dogs. They hear something outside. And I try to do that if I'm taking a fabric marker to it. I try to do it before I take that what's it called? Like plastic stabilizer. I'm gonna need a band-aid for that spot I was just talking about. Or is it gonna be like it? I think I like hit the scab. But yeah, I leave that plasticky stabilizer on there until it dries so that I don't get it on the fabric part of it. And the other thing that I love is like keeping all my stabilizer, because some of these, like the Fresno Nightcrawler, it's just like 2 eyes, so I can put it in like one of the holes and line it up and save money. Alright, I can never remember how this goes. I might have to look it up. I know pink still goes in the middle. And then I think it's another pink, and then yellow, orange. Let me look at my phone. Yeah, pink, yellow, pink, orange, yellow. I've had a few people ask me if I'll ever do like the blue squeak wood. And I don't know if I will. I might, but I just feel like 2 is a good option. And I did a thing on Instagram on like what your favorite color of the squeak wood was, and pink and yellow were the most popular. And if I have more options, I don't know where I'm gonna put them. I don't have room. So like maybe it could be an online exclusive thing. I don't know. Alright, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sew this squeak wood up so that it gives me more squeak woods to stuff with. Because I won't have enough of these tentacles to do the 10. I'll have to like either, I'll probably do honestly the embroidery machine again later, because I don't have enough of the pink and the yellow, because I have to do double of each color. And I can only do 9 tentacles at a time, and then of course I'm doing 10 plushies, so then I need double the amount. Double the amount plus 2 more, actually. Hi, Uberdober. How are you? Another Fresno done. And some of this, like, probably the Fresnos and maybe the Scream and No Face when I get there, I might not finish them all. I'll probably do, say if I have 10, I'll probably just do 4 or 5 that are completely done. And then have the other ones ready to be, like, stuffed or sewn up if they need to be. That way I can, like, refill my inventory. But I have more options of other things that I'm working on. And I wish that I had this going at TrotCon, because I would have got so much done with, like, the downtime that I had. So I do have one more convention before Otakon, but it is a little one in the library. So I think it'll be kind of busy because it's in a library and it's in a town that doesn't have a lot of events like this. So I think as long as they get the word out, it'll be pretty busy, but I don't expect it to be, like, constant. So I think I'll have time to sit down and hand sew up some stuff. I don't know why I'm just leaving my machine all the way pushed back there. I've totally forgot. I haven't been keeping up with what I made in July. I just remembered. I started filming it on my nicer camera, but then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna change my SD card. I'm gonna remember to do that when I film. No, I should have known better. Which it's fine. I filmed, like, TrotCon on there too. But I just need to make sure that I separate that footage so it doesn't get lost somewhere. I don't know, I keep thinking more about it, and maybe I will try to edit. I need to see if I have, like, a long layover. Yeah, the thing is, though, I won't be able to edit on, like, on the airplane, because my, like, laptop's really bulky, and it does not hold a charge whatsoever. So maybe not, maybe it won't be. And then I just have to pack around my heavy laptop. Maybe I'll just try to edit. When I get back, like that Monday when I get back. Edit my TrotCon video and then it'll go up that Friday. Alright, I do think I'm gonna get off at 4. I think that'll be a good time. So, I'm here for 15 more minutes. Let's do it. And I've been wanting to read a good book, so I've also been like, oh, I should find a good book to read. Because I just found out that my public library does Libby, even though I wasn't sure because it's like a small library. So I'm like, oh, then I could check out a book. But then I feel like I'm gonna kind of feel guilty if I'm not working or like making something that I can have at Otakon. But the whole flight to Delaware when we went, I was like doodling conies. So I didn't really get to have, even though that was kind of supposed to be our vacation, I didn't really get to have like vacation vibes.
No.
Dog. Hi, love.
No, he's sleeping.
We have Obi and Daisy in here. Which one would you like me to pet? I give them loves for you. Doggy! Oh yeah, I need to turn off that pole before I forget again. Cartoon. I figured we'd pick Cartoon Network. Are you excited for saucy nuggets for dinner, love? Watched all of them though. Yeah, same. I think that's what I talked about last time. Was like, I just rotated through, and depending on what show was on, is what I decided to watch. I'd love to make some poros too from League of Legends to take with me. But I know one of my goals is going to be to make all my little axolotl guys, so I need to focus it. One of those days I need to focus on that. Hello, manga draws. Spicy nugs. Yes, I'm so excited for spicy nugs. Or saucy nugs. I said spicy and you wrote saucy still. I said it wrong. I'm ready for saucy, spicy nuggets. Yeah, so I think I do the axolotl little gills on the embroidery machine too. So I think the longest part of that would be me stitching out their faces in the embroidery software. And I have Lou. And I think that's it. I might have done Crim. That might have been my old software. But also I'm thinking about embroidering their faces on beanies too. So then I will use it. I'll be able to use it for both. Yeah, I do have Crim because that's the one I sold. And I was working on a Lou for that the Danville Comic-Con. And I didn't have time to make him. So I have a Lou over there that just needs to be like, he did at one point just need to be like cut out and sewn up, but then one of the gills fell that I hadn't finished yet, and Daisy decided she was going to chew it. So then it was soaking wet with dog slobber, so I need to make another one. And that's why he's not done yet. Now I'm thinking about making axolotls. Just have so much I want to make. I definitely, before I forget, need to write down dino nuggets. Because I definitely want to make those before I forget again. And axolotls.
Alright, I'll probably finish up the Squeakwood and then I will call it for the live.
Alright, just gotta put the little bottom on it. So this music on here reminds me of Sims, and then it makes me want to play Sims. Alright, so let's see, we have 3 pink squeakoids almost done. They just need to be stuffed, and all these I'm gonna stuff. I'll probably get all these stuffed tonight, honestly, while we play Dead by Daylight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I have 2 more in the other room. So like 10, all 10 of these ready to be stuffed. We have the rest of the pink ones done, or like cut out. And then I was able to embroider 3 of the Fresno night crawlers. These boys. Excuse me, these boys. And I think after I get off with you guys, I'm gonna get a Kirby setup to start going. So then that'll also be done. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for today for the live. I should be live next Tuesday unless like we get a bad storm. Like last Tuesday we got tornadoes. I don't know if you guys heard that or were here. So as long as all things go good, I will be live next Tuesday and we will do more Otakon prep. And let me check my calendar too. Do we have one more? I stuffed 7 keychains and 2 mini frogs. That's awesome. Yes, share what all you got done before we close out, everyone. What did you get done? I'm gonna check my calendar real quick. So I do have 2 more Tuesdays before Otakon. Both of those will be Otakon prep. The 23rd and the 30th. And then I leave that Thursday to head to Otakon. So yeah, I can't wait to prep with you guys next Tuesdays as well. No idea what I'll be doing yet. I know for sure one day will be hats because I do want to dedicate time for that. But maybe one day I'll dedicate to my axolotl guys because that's something that I've never done on the lives. So yeah, but let me show you. This is what Lou looks like, and I'm really excited to have all of these. I've made Lou, Crim, and Mint Chip. I was like, Hungry Party Animal, the green one. I've made them into plushies. So like, here's Lou. So I have like his head. Hold on, don't go yet. Okay, frogs, I'll wait. And then so there, he has 6 little gills, but I only have 5 because Daisy chewed one up. So, and here's his arms and legs, and I'm gonna do it the same as I did that Crim plush that I was working on, where he's just gonna be like sitting. It's just like a round body, and then he's sitting with his like arms dangling. So I guess I didn't make his body yet. Here's Pinnacles. Here's his little tail. Yeah, so I mean, I hope I still have that color blue to match his body. If not, I know what color blue it is, and hopefully the dye match will be right. Check the Discord art channel. Okay, yeah, let me check before I leave. On the left is a mini frog, and on the right is a teeny frog. Oh, I love that! And then it matches your name, Teeny Frog. Okay, so there's a mini and then there's a teeny, but the mini is littler than the teeny. That's funny. Dino Nugget plushie pattern. I love it. Cute. A little pterodactyl. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, frogs. Alright, did I miss anything else? Okay, Etsy stuff to mini buttons. The mini is 1 inch big. Oh my gosh, stop. It's a weirdo baby. It's a weirdo baby. It's a baby. Awesome. Alright guys, I am gonna go and get some Kirby's embroidered. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday. And don't forget to check out the vlog. It'll go up on Friday, and it's for my first Pride event that I did, and it was like awesome event. It was so much fun. I can't wait for you guys to see that. So bye bye.